Okay, awesome. So, I guess a couple of things. We have our new challenge group starting next week. Next week already?
Yeah, on Tuesday, November 1st, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And that one is the 60-day group that we're doing. So it's going to go November through December. And that's the Maintain Don't Gain holiday challenge. So, and I shared a little bit about that in a video on the team page. So if you guys watch that, Shea, did you have anything to add to that about that group?
No, so yeah, I think that, well, it's not going to be a 30-day group, but we're running it through the end of the year. So it's really going to simplify, and that you can add people in at any time. So, sometimes we're like, well, we don't have anybody to invite this to. So even the end of November, get them into the group, because we're going to go to the end. And yes, a lot of people's focus will still be on weight loss, and that's awesome. But I think we can reach more people is if we also focus on, let's just not gain weight. If you maintain, and when it's around Thanksgiving time and leading up to that, we'll talk about Thanksgiving recipes, and then Christmas time, and then how to, what you can bring to a party. And so really the focus will be how to stay healthy from, Thanksgiving to the end of the year with balance, to where it's not like if you want to lose weight, great, but just to not have to gain the average. I think it's from Halloween to the new year, the average American gains 10 pounds. Yeah. And so just that you don't have to start the new year 10 pounds heavier.
Yeah, it's that consistency. Yeah. That's what helped last year is that we checking in every day with a workout and with your Shakeology. And then if you have holiday parties or if you have other things that happen, that's okay. That's going to happen. But you get your workout done. You got your Shakeology. You're focusing on water. It's those are all things that are going to help you. Especially I think last year we did tips on what to do before you go somewhere. If you have a party at night, whatever it is. So just to kind of ways to not say you're going to be restricting yourself, but just to make it better, and feel better.
Yeah. So I've been kind of it's just an easy way. I feel like it's almost I've been able to reach more people and just say, hey, are you on your own health journey? And if they're like, yeah, I could do better or whatever. It's hey, join my next fitness accountability group. The focus is going to be just simply staying healthy through the holidays. They're oh yeah, that sounds really good. So anyway.
Yeah, I love that. And then
this group, will this group be one that we have to, they have to make a purchase to be in it?
Yeah, it's a challenge group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have the Healthy Moms, Happy Moms. And, if we want to do a free group or something, but this will be for it is for our challengers, but they can do a Beachbody on demand workout.
Yeah. And on that note, all those popular programs the sale ends at the end of October. So 21 Day Fix is going to go back up to $160 because it's been on sale for 4 months. Yeah. So anyone anyone that's been interested or, you don't want them to miss out on that too. So, and I think that's it on that as far as quarter force. Tara's going to talk about quarter force. Did she message back?
Mm-mm.
Okay. She'll probably. So Shea, do you want to share? You want to share now?
Yeah, I'd absolutely. So if you guys if you search for, his name is the Coach Jimmy, the Coach Jimmy. His name's Jimmy Nelson. He's got a really awesome story. He's been a coach for 9 years. And I was introduced to him. I kind of seen him, there was a video before Summit. He did a video about what to prepare for Summit or whatever. So I kind of just started following him on Snapchat. And another guy that from the Summit was you've got to follow him. He is this very he takes the approach of just very tell it like it is. Come on, let's just get to work. Got to work hard, but it's worth it, kind of thing. But he has an awesome story. He was over 100 pounds overweight. Was an actor in New York, barely making bills, and was one of the first coaches to sign up with Beachbody. Anyway, that being said, I started following him on Snapchat, and I reached out to him and was like, or he saw that I was going to be in the Dallas area, and he was like, hey, I see you're going to be in Dallas. That's my, you know, my neck of the woods or whatever. And he always works out and stuff. And I was like, I said, would you be open to, like, if I took you out to coffee or lunch, if I could just pick your brain? And he did. He totally met me for coffee early one morning. And, you know, it was like so humbling just to know that his struggles were the exact same struggles that I have in my business. Like, his struggles were, like, not being able, you know, recruiting people and them not doing anything. Finding the right people and, you know, getting people to, and then also one thing he's really good at is not comparing yourself to other people. Like, he has a coach, what's her name? Tulinda, Coach Tulin. Do you know who I'm talking about, Patty? She's overweight. She's obese. But she's gone on her health journey, but she's lost over 100 pounds, but she's still considered overweight. And so her target market is extremely overweight women. And so she does these workout, like she does how to modify the workouts. And so that's Coach Tulin. I think it's Tulin. She's one of the top 100 coaches in the company. They're like, so he's got these, like, such a variety of coaches, and he really empowers them to find their own market and to find their own niche and not to try to be him or be anybody else. So he's really good about that. But some of the advice he gave me was just, one is personal development isn't an option. He's like, you've got to do personal development and really learning more the business side of it. He's like, you know, if you were to open a business, wouldn't you know, like, how you're going to get paid, like how the compensation plan works, who do you go to for resources? And, like, you know, I know that Micah, we've been so fortunate. Micah has put so much training out there, and Patty put so much out there. Beachbody does too. And there's, I mean, there is training and information galore. And so it's just like, you know, that we should take advantage of it, or just know that we have so much support. You don't find this in other MLMs. You just don't. You just don't find this kind of a structure in network marketing. You know, recruit, not being a product of the product. Just a lot. It was just really, really humbling. But one thing I got most out of it is he is no different than me or you or anybody else. He's just a person that became passionate through his own health journey and wants to help others. And he said, yeah, you know, now he has a YouTube channel, now he has a blog, now he has a vlog, now he has an assistant, but he didn't start that way. And so getting started as a coach is doing the very basics, doing your workout, reaching out to people, inviting. He said that he learned about 4 years ago the only difference between him and some of the top coaches in the company is that they just simply invite more people than he does. They're not doing anything different. And I just kind of look at that as those top coaches, you know, not trying to recreate and think that we have to do all these big things, that I need to create a YouTube channel, or I need to create this likes page if you're not there yet. That just doing the simple things, the 4 vital behaviors, and just stay consistent. And that's all it takes. And eventually you might create a YouTube channel. You might do a blog. You might whatever, but you don't have to do that in order to be successful. Many coaches started just like we did, and then you work your way up. So it's just really humbling, the fact that if he can do it, I can do it. That's kind of what I gathered from it. And he said the same thing. He said, anybody can do this with consistency and doing the 4 vital behaviors. Anyone can do this. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. I think that jumping on what you just said about as far as the 4 vital behaviors and consistency and those basic stuff is, like, there are times when I've gotten thrown off. I get off track because I'll focus on other things, like, oh, okay, instead of just, I don't know, I'll make it more complicated than what it is. So instead of just, like, doing my workouts, showing my nutrition on things, reaching out to people, connecting with people, I'm like, I'm going to, you know, work on my email list even more, or my videos more, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm not doing the 4 vital behaviors. So then I'm like, well, why is my business not growing? And it's because I'm not connecting with people, and it's not, you know, I'm not doing these other things. So, and especially like PD, but that's something for me. If I'm feeling like I'm having a down day, usually it's because I'm like, oh yeah, I totally missed my PD today. So you have to be intentional about it. But that's so huge. Yeah. Do you want to share on, did you have more to share on your Dallas thing?
Yeah, so I just encourage, if anybody wants to go and learn more, I went to this thing. It's called the Landmark Forum. You can find out information on a website. It's called landmarkworldwide.com. And basically, we'd be on the call for hours for me to explain it all. And it was so life-changing and changed the way that I see things and I view things and I talk to myself. But the biggest thing I gathered out of it was, first of all, things happen in our lives from the time that we're a child and even now. And what happens is these things happen and we create a story from it. But that's not always the reality. So, for instance, I learned that, I know this sounds really silly, but when I was younger, my sisters used to tell me I was adopted. Like as a joke, like, oh, you're adopted. And yeah, I was adopted. And they called me Pig Nostrils because I used to have like pigger nostrils, and they made up this song. And even now we joke around about it. We're like, Pig Nostrils. They had a song for me, like everything. Well, out of that, I created this story when I was younger, and I've been living in this story of I'm not the pretty one. I'm not the smart one. And I have to be the best at everything I do, or I'm not like fully loved, or I'm not fully accepted unless I'm the best. And in that, I've created living in this story of, taking on so much all the time, never present, because I always feel like there's more I could be doing. And, and a lot of people had some crazy stories of some very bad things that happened to them when they were a kid. But the reality is those things happened, okay? But that doesn't, the story of I'm not loved, I'm not beautiful, I'm not wanted, people who were given up for adoption, I'm not wanted. You start living in this story, and it's this vicious cycle. And so it's really releasing yourself from the story and knowing that you're like not bringing your past into your future and creating a future that hasn't even happened. So it's really been able for me, especially in the business, to not already create so let's say I'm going to reach out to somebody and invite them to my next group. I start thinking in my head, oh man, I don't want to come off as salesy. They're probably already doing something else. Well, they probably would have already reached out to me. Oh, I don't want to bother them. So I'm already creating this future without even it happening yet. So it's just like, no, like ask them. And if they say no, okay. And if they don't, then great, but you don't create a future that hasn't even happened yet. And a lot of it's based off, and you start recognizing the story that starts playing in your head. If Mitch doesn't do the dishes, I'm like, oh God, he doesn't even care. He doesn't even do the dishes. He knows it makes me so upset. Why doesn't he do the dishes? He doesn't even care. Now reality is he didn't do the dishes. He probably was not thinking, I'm not going to do these dishes because I don't want Shea to be happy and I want her to come home in a bad mood. So it's like, but we create these stories in our head. And so it just was really awesome being able to let go of some of the things. And what's crazy is most of the time we don't even know they're there. We don't know that these stories have been created and we've been living in them. So it's called Landmark Worldwide. If anybody wants any more information, I'd be happy to tell you more about it. But it's just like recognizing that voice in our head. It won't ever go away, that negative, like that voice in our head. It can be negative sometimes. It doesn't ever go away. It's part of being a human being. That voice that's like, it's just constantly going, but recognizing like, okay, is this reality? Am I creating something that really, like, how do I know? Like, is that really the truth? Is that factual? Or am I just is it my story? So it was so life-changing for me, you guys. I can't even explain it. But yeah, I'd be happy to share more, but that's kind of what I got in my business of don't already put answers. Don't give somebody the opportunity to say yes or no. If they say no, that's fine. And don't take it personal. Okay, so they ignore you. I know Tara and I have been talking about, you reach out, they seem so interested, you send them a form, and then they just totally ignore you. We start making up a story of, oh man, what did I do wrong? What did I do this time? Maybe it's about me. And so we start making it about ourselves. And in reality, like Patty said, they are watching, but maybe they're just busy, or maybe they're just not ready yet, or whatever, we don't know. But watching that small talk and making it about us, because a lot of times it's not about us.
Yeah. That reminds me of like Tara Bilek always says that, like, as far as like about not sharing the coaching opportunity. And she's like, who are you to not you're basically like making the decision for them, being like, oh, they wouldn't be interested, or they're going to think this about me or whatever. And like, if Micah never shared the coaching opportunity with me, my life would be so much different, and I'd be very unhappy. Like, I know it just from where I was to where I am now. And so I'm so thankful that she did that. So why would I not want to do that to other people? Why do I put that in my head? Like, well, I'll be salesy, or they're not going to want to do this or whatnot, when it's been a big blessing to me, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's kind of in a nutshell.
Yeah. And that was like, and I shared this in our smaller group thread or whatever, but like today when I was getting in my walk, this lady is like running past me, and then she like turns around and comes back. She's like, hey, she's like, Patty, right? Because I had on my Beats and they're red. She's like, I recognize your headphones from your pictures. And she was like, like introduced herself, and I had met her in a running group on Facebook for like local runners, and I had her in one of the free groups. And so she was like, I don't ever comment or anything, but I'm following everything and I'm doing everything. She's like, I need to get better at like engaging or, you know, commenting or whatever. But she's like, but thank you so much for sharing. And then we talked for at least 5 minutes where she was talking about like, she had a baby last year and she's training for her half and all this stuff. And this is someone that I even sent a message to and she never responded. And so I just thought like, nothing, but still go engage on their Facebook wall or their Instagram, whatever, comment on their stuff, like their stuff, because you don't know, they could be really into it and you know, just not responding, which is crazy. But yeah, that helped me a lot because I struggle with that when I don't get people, you know, always responding or engaging. I'm like, what is the point?
Yeah.
So anyways, cool. Well, we can move on to thanks for sharing, Shea.
You're welcome.
Tara is gonna share, you guys. She's doing awesome as far as like building her. She just bloomed like the last few months with building her business, and it's been awesome to see it. And so when Country Heat came out, well, I guess it's been more than a few months. You've been rocking it, but when Country Heat came out, she used that launch really well. And so she is doing her game plan on Core de Force on what to do as far as like using that launch of a new program, because it's so huge. When Beachbody puts out a new program, they do all the marketing, they do all the stuff. All we have to do is do it and share about it and get people on board. And that's, you know, they see the journey. So anyways, she's going to share about that because she did awesome with the last launch. And I just think that we can pick her brain some more. So, all right, go ahead, Tara.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, so Country Heat was, so first of all, when that Country Heat came out, I was like, that's lame. I'm not interested. I don't want to do it. But I did it. I bought it, and it turned out to be like, I say it's like in my top 3 programs of all time, because it was so like, it made me happy, right? Because it's dancing and it didn't feel like exercise. And I loved that about it. It was even more of like a mental health workout for me, as much as a physical workout. And I just absolutely really loved it. So what I did was I did a ton of videos. I don't care how ridiculous you think you look. Probably the more ridiculous, the better, because people can relate to that. Because you hear all the time, people are like, I'm not coordinated enough. I can't do that. I can't do this. And even also work some of the modifier moves into those videos, right? So don't just like do all of the hardcore extreme stuff, because that makes people think that's too hard, it's too intense, that's not for me. Work in the alternatives, right? So like take your favorite move, video the intense version, and then video the modifier version, and just show people how they can adapt that to themselves or to their fitness level. Share how it makes you feel. That's huge. Hopefully it makes you feel good. But, you know, talk about how it helps you feel internally, especially because this program, from what I've read and heard about it, is it's going to, it's really kind of like Country Heat in the aspect of it's a mental workout too, because you're doing all of these things that you never thought that you could possibly do. maybe it was Jalen. Somebody said it's basically a fight from the inside out. So I'm really looking forward to that. But that's it. I mean, you've got to have the confidence to record yourself and put those videos out there. We're not all as cute as Patty when we dance, but people love it. They absolutely love it. Share your videos, share how it makes you feel, share your excitement about it. There are some people who absolutely, and I made a post about this that works really well for me, was, sometimes even Beachbody coaches aren't excited to go home and work out. But with this program, that's a whole new ballgame. Right? Tell them, you're looking forward to it. And normally, anything boring, any type of boring workout doesn't intrigue you. So really that's it. Is just be excited about it, share it, explain how it makes you feel, be confident. That one's hard for all of us, I know, but it's okay. We can do it. And send invites, right? Send notes out and say, hey, if somebody likes your video, send a note out and say, hey, thanks so much for the like. I'm loving this workout. It's so much fun. Were you interested in more information about it? And kind of like Shea said, they'll either say no, or they'll say, yeah, I kind of am. And then they might disappear, but they might not. Country Heat was, like Patty said, it was huge for my business, because people are like, that looks like so much fun. I think I can do that. That looks exciting. Is it working? And I didn't have any crazy before and after pictures or anything like that. I just talked about how it made me feel.
Yeah. You had so much enthusiasm in your videos. It was just it was just, I could get the energy from it.
You can't fake it. You're not going to get anywhere. If you don't love it, they're going to see that. That's the whole fake it till you make it thing. But you've got to smile. You've got to be happy. If you look miserable, nobody's going to want to do a workout that makes you look miserable. Why would they want to put themselves through that? That's ridiculous. So you have to connect with them, let them know that you're real, let them know that it's fun. And we're all going to have our own versions of it, but what I like about it might not be what Shea likes about it. You've got to share your own personal opinion of it. And Bobby Joe, I cannot wait to watch you go through this, because this is your jam.
Totally. I think I watched a show not long ago where the guy coach says that Mr. Ironically, that's my martial arts instructor's name is Mr. Freeman. He was talking about how everything's done on one side just to eliminate a lot of the jumping moves and stuff like that. Instantly what went through my head was, okay, now I'm going to have to do it again and jump and change sides so I can do the whole thing over again on the other side. Just, that's how excited I am. I will turn it into an hour workout if I have to.
Funny.
And Tara, you're doing a bod week this week.
Yeah.
So you're getting people to do that core to force workout. So they have the sneak peek on Monday, and there's also one Thursday and Friday, you guys. Just so you know. They have
Cool.
Yeah. They extended it. So tomorrow and then
if you guys aren't in the Beachbody Champions Facebook group page, get added to that, because they put a lot of information out there.
Yeah, we can post the link after. I'll put the recording of this call in the team page, and we can put the link under there, because they've been posting so much information on it.
Yeah.
How are you? Okay, so you're doing the bod sneak peek this week. So people are signing up for 30 days, the 30 days free a bod, so they can do the sneak peek, do the challenges this week. So are you doing quarter force Monday, Thursday, and Friday?
Yeah. So when we first built this
Uh-oh. Patty, you're frozen.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. I was like, what's going on? It said my internet was unstable. So I missed what you said, Tara, but I guess I can catch it on the recording. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry,
I had to cough. So we are going to do a quarter four sneak peek on Monday, and then Thursday and Friday. We originally didn't put it in the schedule for Thursday and Friday because we didn't have that information. So, but yeah, that's the plan.
Awesome. So you guys like do those workouts. Like I've been doing weight training with the Body Beast because that for me, that's like something that I can actually do with my walking right now. But I'm still gonna get in and do the quarter force workouts because you want to show what you're doing. Don't just post a picture from a stock photo saying, "Here's quarter force. It's a new program come out." Show people what it is through you doing it. That's what's more fun. And it's hard sometimes to do that because we have to put ourselves out there. But like Tara said, like show enthusiasm and it's exciting with the launch too. Like when it first comes out, it's going to be all coaches doing it. I shared in the video about quarter force in the team page. Team Inspiration is going to have a coaches only group, challenge group. So it's going to be really awesome because you can get in on that. And it's cool. I love the groups that Micah runs because it helps teach me and give me more ideas of what we can do in our groups too. So it'll give you ideas of like what you might want to do in like a challenge group in the future or whatever it is. And it's just, there's so much energy in the coach groups. You know what I mean? Because it's all coaches. So I would get in on that. I haven't seen the link for it yet. Did you guys see the link? So when she gets that going, Team Inspiration, get in the coach only group for quarter force. You have to be doing the program. And so then there'll be probably like tips on things in there, things that you'll learn so you can pass on to your challengers and all that stuff. It's just really fun. Launches are, they're really big for Beachbody to have a new program coming out. So Beachbody's going to be blasting this as far as marketing. So it's not up to us to like blast ads. It's up for us to share the journey and share the program as we do it too. So
I love that, Patty. Awesome. I never thought of it that way. Like, that's awesome because they put all those stock photos out and they do a great job advertising, but we're the ones that are doing it. And I made those mistakes at the beginning. I was the one who posted pictures like that stock photo. And, yeah, and it's so different. People don't connect on a personal level to that. They just don't. And it took me a while to get that because I came from sales, and that's kind of what you did with sales. But it actually bit me in the butt. And sorry, it keeps turning the light off on me. But I get so much more better response. I guess you live and you learn, but just learn from the people that have made those mistakes. Show your journey and have fun with it. You don't have to have this picture where you look super amazing or strong or like Patty's dancing videos. Tara did one. You're goofy, and people see that's your personality. If that's not your personality, don't do it. But people relate to that, and you'll get way more response. Yeah. To like funny, crazy posts like that.
That's
for
so
sure.
true. When you guys
have kids, your dog, something like just like fun. Yeah.
When Size came out, when Size was launched, I tried so hard to look good dancing, you guys. It was hilarious. I like, how it does the workout and then it has the size it up where you like can just do that part. I would do like 45 minutes of trying to size it up just so I could try to get the moves down, and I couldn't do it. And I was like, how am I going to share this? I look so ridiculous. And I was trying. And finally I was like, oh, I just need to share what I'm doing because it's funny. Like how I looks funny. And that got way more traction than me trying to like, make it look better because it would. Yeah. But like Laura can totally jam it out because she has the moves on that stuff. Tara, you got dancing moves too. I'm like,
white girl dance right here.
I did it together and it was hilarious.
I got so much response off of that.
We did. Oh my gosh. The same thing with quarter force with me.
No. Yeah, so have fun with it and take advantage, man. Launches, they do advertise so much. You could, take advantage of it. I mean, they're gonna put people are gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
But let them see you doing it and get it through you versus an infomercial or.
They can't get it. They can't get it through Beachbody. They have to go through a coach the first month.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yep.
The people can't get access to the program unless they're going through a coach. So if you show you're doing it and they're watching it somewhere.
And they want to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
Awesome, dude. Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
Anybody have any questions or anything, struggles, challenges? Everybody on the same page for the upcoming groups?
So when is Court of Force coming out exactly? When you can start buying it and stuff?
So October 31st, you can buy a challenge pack.
Okay.
So November 1st, but can coaches buy October 31st? We have to wait till November 1st too.
I thought it was the other way around.
I think October 31st is challenge pack, isn't it?
Yeah, somebody want to confirm on that, but I'm pretty sure October 31st is challenge packs. But I'll tell you, if you're counting on that to try to hit Success Club, we'll win it because it's only one day before the end of the month. But it goes on sale for $140.
Halloween. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah. So that's October 31st is the challenge pack, and then the 1st, which is Tuesday, is all the regular. There's going to be the basic kit. There's a deluxe kit. There's you can, and if I just Google Core de Force FAQ, you can get a lot of information out there when it's available and stuff. Try the sneak peeks this week and show them, and you'll be able to see. Because I know, Jen, you're kind of in that looking for another program. I think this. Yeah,
I'm already finished now with T25. I've finished Gamma.
Yay!
Awesome, Jen. So where are you at total? Would you care to share pounds lost, anything?
Let's see. I just came back from the doctor and I was 156. So I started T25 at 183.
Wow.
So
and that's also muscle, yeah.
And the last 4 weeks have just been nothing but weight training with 1 day of cardio. So it's 4 days of weights and 1 day of cardio.
Okay.
And 3.0 will kick your behindy.
I haven't done that.
Oh my God. I was just like, it can't be that bad. Oh yes, it is. That bad. But it's fun though. It's one of those things where yes, it's challenging, but the more you do it, the better and better that you get.
Oh yeah.
And stuff. So, but I just remember when the Court of Force came out and I made my first video, I was like, I've been doing T25. I've been doing okay. I was dying.
Yeah.
At the end, I was sweating. My mom was sweating because she did it with me. Because she's like, oh yeah, I used to do Taibo. This will be totally fun.
Bobby Blanks or whatever his name was.
Yeah. Oh, my mom was totally. She had all the videos, VHSs. Oh my goodness. So she was like, okay. I'm like, it's kind of like your Taibo, Mom. And she's like, okay, I can do it. And she loved it. She cannot wait. She keeps on asking.
Awesome. So y'all are going to do it then.
Videos coming. When are the videos coming? And I'm like, and my mom is 62 years old.
Awesome.
So cool.
And she gets it. I mean, I'm telling you, in her socks.
In her socks. I know. I saw that picture.
Barefooted in socks. She don't care.
It's cute.
I love it.
That's awesome, Jen.
And so we do it together, and she's cannot wait to do it, the new workout and stuff. So
cool. Well, you look awesome. Great job. I know it's a lot of hard work. So.
And today I kind of flew off the handle because it's the first time I ever had a mimosa. I've never had one before. So I had one because we went to brunch. I've never done brunch before. So my boyfriend was just like, let's go do brunch. And he's like, have you ever had a mimosa? I'm like, no. I just see it on TV, on movies. And so I had a mimosa today and stuff like that. But other than that, it was pretty good today. My nutrition was good, but I got, tomorrow's a new day and I have to
go ahead and start again. But I'm waiting for a new program to start. It's just, it's hard for me because I need slowly getting my Facebook so it's not just friends, that it's like friends to friends, and then it's a little bit more, you know. I'm still on that fence where I don't know if I want to open those floodgates.
Open them, girl.
Yeah. But now I'm
Open 'em.
thinking, okay, I think I'm ready.
Well, after the first 7 days of the new boot camp, or the 7-day new coach boot camp, the next training is social media.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You guys, have you guys been doing the new? You guys,
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Awesome.
You know what? I like it better than the other one because, and I was telling Shea that I've been going through it really slow because as I'm learning about it, obviously I'm not that great with picture apps or making movie little clippies or anything like that. So, I mean, I was doing something with Sophie the other day, and I made like a little video, like just to practice doing it. So, because I was telling Shea that I think I'm starting to be ready now to try to work the business a little bit more because I don't know. It's just, it makes me feel better when I'm in these groups. I don't know if that, I've been wanting a feeling of being a part of something like I was in the Army. And once I got out of the Army and you don't have that background anymore, you kind of feel lost. And for the first time in a long time, I finally feel like I'm fitting somewhere again. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
think we all can relate to that. At least,
you know, and I just feel like I belong here, and it makes me feel better. I've gotten better about doing. I mean, my boyfriend now buys me professional development books. He's like, babe, I saw this, and I think you need to read this. He got me. What is it? How to Win Friends and Influence People.
It's a good book.
He was like, you need to read this. And I was just like, okay, babe. And he was just like, he got me a little Star Wars thing.
oh, I
and
love
he
it.
read that book. And he was just like, you need to read it. You'll love it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And now he's giving me professional development books.
That's so awesome, Jen. There's so many people out there that feel that same way. And those are the things that you share. It's just, you know, it doesn't have to, those are those little bitty, what do they call them? Sprinkles of just saying, you know, I finally feel like I'm a part of something again. And, you know, that's part of your story is coming from the Army, and you're going to be able to, I can't relate to people that have been in the military. I've never been in the military the way that you can. And that's what makes it so cool is you can reach people that so many other people can't reach. And that's just really awesome.
And I really do think what ends up happening is we're so physically fit, or we're so broken from being in the Army. We have a lot of, you know, because I have shoulder issues, I have hip issues, I have, you know, and everything, but I'm still able to do these workouts. It's not like they're completely insanely hard that you can't do them. And I think I'm going to start to kind of reiterate that in my posts. Because I think a lot of things is people are like, well, I have this injury, I have that, especially a lot of my ex-Army friends who've had knee replacements, shoulder replacements, those kind of things. And they're thinking, well, I can't, you know, work out like I used to. Well, Beachbody, yeah, you can. There's modifiers. There's people out there in groups that say, hey, if you have wrist issues, do this instead of that. Hey, if you can't do a burpee because maybe you have a shoulder issue, you can modify it this way and stuff. And I think that's kind of where I'm going to actually kind of go to with it, that, hey, even though you might have, you know, some limitations, you can still do these videos. So I think that's where I'm going to kind of start going here. And maybe the videos, me doing them, they can see. Because I'm like, a lot of my friends know that I have hip issues and shoulder issues and stuff like that. So,
yeah, even like Tara shared, how Tara shared on doing, like, show a move and then show the modification that they give in the video. Like, that would be a good one. You could use Pick, Play, Post. Is it Pick, Play, Post? Yeah, where it has side by side. And you could just have like one be the actual move and one be the modification, and then just be like how sometimes you have to do the modification because of hip injuries or, you know, and things like that. And I bet people definitely relate to that.
Yeah, because sometimes I can't burpees with weights, or when I'm doing push-ups with weights, all that strain on my shoulder, it's a little tough. Mm-hmm. So, and especially right now, I'm going to have to work on it with my strength. So right now, it's just too much right now. So, you know, I modify a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that I think we forget to tell people, hey, you know, don't be intimidated. Everybody can do this. Because my mom was. She was just like, there's no way I want to do these videos. And I'm like, Mom, they have a modifier. Chill out. You'll be all right. And so, but when they start to see it, then they're like, oh, okay. And it's just something gets you off the couch. If we can just get them moving and just start, they'll start to love it and stuff. And I think that's where I'm going to start to go with it. Because we're all scared at the very beginning. I bet you everybody, when they first started with Beachbody, was terrified. You know, all we saw was Insanity and P90X, and we saw these guys doing crazy push-ups, and we're like, there's no way we're going to be able to do that. You know, but look where everybody's, you know, what videos you've done. Mm-hmm. And Shea, oh my gosh, the weights that you lift, hello. You know? So, I mean, we all come from somewhere, and I think we, you know, me as a new coach, I have to realize that, hey, we can rock. It doesn't matter if, you know, we've worked out for years or we're just barely starting today.
Yeah.
You know? So,
cool. Thanks for sharing, Jen.
No problemo.
Okay.
Awesome, you guys. Well, we'll recording.